What's up, beautiful spirits? What's going on? It's Myron Magnus. Myron Magnus. And you listen to a segment of pure pugilism, boxing logic. I've been meaning to get at you guys all day, but a lot of things going on in my world, a lot of things going on in life, push back a little bit. But I want to talk about having code within the black community. How we must work on a code, okay? Just recently, Dante's Boxing Nation had an interview with Kenny Porter, okay? And on this interview, there was some good information spread. Also, you had some fuckery. You had some motherfuckers going out for the shock value, okay? To say boost themselves. And I'm talking about the interaction, and I'm particularly talking about the interaction between TicketTV and Kenny Porter. And I'm using this as a teaching moment. In this world, beautiful sisters, brothers and sisters, we need a code. I didn't appreciate how TicketTV came to Kenny Porter because he came totally the wrong way, okay? Excuse me, I'm birching. For what I've recognized through a lot of the LDBC and new media people, is about us being down for us. I've been on Dante's Boxing Nation, and he will point out little instances or whatever that he saw called of racism. He would do it subliminally, but he would point out little racism. You know what I mean? With different trolls and things like that come on his show and post up things that's derogatory towards black fighters. But what I'm saying, what TicketTV did, by how he confronted, and how Dante, more or less, but in a more calm manner, confronted Kenny Porter, was strictly off the books. Strictly unprofessional. And strictly out of code. You know, a lot of people use the shock effect. You know what I'm saying? To boost themselves, make themselves look like this and that towards the people listening and watching on social media and media in general. But it doesn't work well if we're doing it to our own. In a particular manner where it appears as it's denigrating our own, even though our own, being Kenny Porter, is doing the right thing and in the right manner. You know, I don't understand all this bullshit going on where we feel like we have to attack our own for something that's purely entertainment. Boxing is purely entertainment. It's not nothing that's going to change the world. It's not nothing that's going to change the landscape of our people on a grand scale. Nothing that's going to change the situation, should I say, of our people on a grand scale. It's just boxing. It's inter-fucking-tainment. So, to make Kenny Porter look like, or to attack Kenny Porter for doing the right thing by his son is totally unprofessional. And I don't know TicketTV. For all I know, he's a man who has a show in with the boxing community, and him himself feel like he was doing something well for boxing. But it backfired on you, brother. What you did and how you attacked another fellow brother who's a father managing his son's career was not positive. It was not a good look by any means necessary for us. Okay? It was not positive. It didn't look good. It was not a good look. In all respect, I love the LBC, the LDBC. Let me say that again. In all respects, I love the LDBC community. And I say that for real talk. I love you guys. I think you guys do good work, most of you. I'm a big fan of Fanon, who's supposed to be an honorary member of the LDBC. I fuck with 78 Sports, who I think does a lot of good work. Tight. I don't agree with everything he posts or put out there. But on the overall factor, I fuck with 78 Sports. After time, I'm fucking with Blue Blood Sports, or Blue Blood TV. I think he does great interviews, and I think Blue Blood TV understands and has the emotional intelligence to understand how to engage in a conversation with our own, or with anybody out there in the sport. But all of us don't have that emotional intelligence, how to engage our own or anybody else in doing an interview that can be seen by everybody in the world. Fuck if you're only getting 2,000, 3,500, 5,000 views. It could potentially be seen by anybody in the world. Blue Blood has that acumen and that understanding of how to engage. TicketTV proved in that show on Dante's Boxing Nation that he does not. He does not have that understanding of how to engage. He doesn't understand the code that we must have as our own people, how to engage each other. Because other groups of this world have a code of how they will engage each other. And if they don't do that, then they have an understanding and a code on how they're going to do that. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of that shit in politics and everything is all WWF, like Jesse Ventura said. It's all fake. It's all make-believe. The shock value is good, but the shock value is not good if it's denigrating our own, and especially denigrating those of our own that's doing the right thing. And that's all Kenny Porter is doing. The right thing by his son to protect his son. And one day, Sean Porter going to be in the position to do those things and protect his father. Hopefully that his father get old in health and everything. He's going to be doing those things to protect his father, or should I say his son, his daughter, and those things to protect them from the powers that be. TicketTV, I have nothing against you, personally. But I think you went about that completely the wrong way, and I hope you learned your lesson, and understanding that have emotional intelligence, brother. Okay? You can't be ride or die. West Side! All that bullshit. I want an interview with a man that's going about the business, how the business has been laid out to him. Kenny Porter is not, and I'm in this up in 1 minute. Kenny Porter is not one of those governing bodies of boxing. He's not a governing body. He's not in a power position of boxing. So for you to attack him as if he's like a Bob Arum, a Don King, an Al Heyman, is totally uncalled for and totally left side of the field. The right side of the field being the right thing to do. You on totally the left side of the field, my brother. And you made yourself, the LDBC, and new media look very bad. And I say that right now. Not just in no message, not in no comment section. I'm saying it right now to you in a video. You made new media and the LDBC look bad overall. in the big scale, in the big picture of things, because you must have a code. We must have a code. And I hope you get what I'm saying. And all of you, I hope all of you get what I'm saying. We must have a code of how we deal with our own in public and on a grand scale. Because whether you believe it or not, I'm here from Washington, D.C., brother, the home of politicians. All those politicians that you see fighting on a fucking debate, a presidential debate, all this debate, all this fighting and rumbling, all that bullshit that you think is real, all their children go to the same school. All their children, all level, Republican, Democrat, liberal, freaking liberal or conservative. All their children go to the same sleepover. All their children are friends. So recognize the game for what it is, brother. Recognize the game for what it is. Okay? And I hope y'all like the waterfall in the back. That's how we do it here in DC. Recognize the game for what it is. We must stick together, show each other respect, consideration in all shapes and forms and matter, in all 9 areas of activity, all 9 human areas of activity. And let's act like we're professional in doing this game so we can reach to the next level. You gotta be professional. And what they set the standard is. It's not the standard of what we want to be. You might think it may be, but YouTube can shut your ass down whenever they want. Set the standard for where it's supposed to be. How they set it to be, especially with our own. Especially with our own. Okay? And if you're not going to be willing to do it to Shelly Finkel, what you did, if you're not willing to do what you did, TicketTV, to Shelly Finkel, to Dubella, to Bob Arum, and to all of those types, if you ain't willing to do the same thing you did to Kenny Porter, or should I say, my apologies, if you're not willing to do the same thing to them, those 3 I named, Dubella, Shelly Finkel, Arum, and whoever else, Eddie Hearn, do not do it to Kenny Porter, a man that's doing the right thing, an honorable thing, and a miraculous job at the same time for his son. One love, beautiful spirits. This is Myron Magnus, a segment of pure pugilism, boxing logic. One love.